Hey guys, King of Charmass here. Today I'll be a judge, a jury, and an analyst, and I'll be analyzing my battle to Masters rank. I made the highest rank in Pokemon Unite through mostly solo queue with the worst ADC in the game in Pikachu. Pikachu is terrible. I don't know why everyone rated it S, but as soon as everyone started figuring out that it was actually terrible, it is, yeah, it's really bad. But if you are a good Pikachu player, and if you are really good at kiting, poking, and you have a ton of confidence in your ability to keep yourself alive, it can be very good for you. Anyways, as you see here, I am a Master level player, and I'll be shoutcasting my match for making Masters rank. Anyways, let's get started. Alright, so here we have the match. We have a pretty solid team. I love the Eld. We have 4 attackers, 1 tank, 3 ADs actually, and my buddy Visante and me have this unique strategy that we do with Machamp, where, well, not really unique, well, kind of unique, because what we're doing here is that, as you see here, I'm not getting any of the last attacks. If you get the last hit on any of the mobs, you get more levels, and what we want to do here is we try to get my buddy Visante to level 5 as fast as possible. As you see here, we get into a battle. We're trying to kite really hard, but all we really want to do is get the shrimp, and I don't know if we got the shrimp, and I'm talking about Corfish. Shrimp is pretty good, but the problem with seafood is that's really expensive. Y'all ever been to Red Lobster? That place is really good, but man, everything is like 20 bucks if you want a meal. That's way too expensive, bro. Anyways, as you see, I go back in the engagement on Snorlax, and I'm just trying to whittle down their health as much as possible. I like poking a lot with Pikachu. I poke and kite like a madman because Pikachu is like the worst AD in the game. The problem with Pikachu is that you're heavily reliant on his skills, and you have to make sure you skill shot and use the right skills at the right time. And as you see here, he's almost at level 5, so my buddy Visante is almost at Machamp, and we get the mid-mobs, the Combi, and the Queen come up, but this is a really rough matchup. Hopefully he gets to level 5 here, and he does. With that evolution, he should be able to just steamroll if we're able to keep the engagement. Fortunately, we're not. He backs away. Bot lane is having a wonderful time with that double kill. So I'm pretty confident we're ahead in this match. Did I say double? I mean triple kill. You see that? That was a beautiful triple kill. This Snorlax tries to engage us, but because my buddy Visante is a level 5, we should be able to easily take this matchup, and we do. We pressure onto the Pikachu, and we tend to push. My buddy tries to score, but I score instead. He pressures in, which is it's okay move right here. We should be able to take out this Pikachu, and we do. So we take out the Pikachu, Snorlax comes hopping around, and unfortunately we're going to have to bail on this strat. As you see here, I'm trying to position myself to where I'm getting attacked the most so my buddy Visante can run away. The play works perfectly. He gets away with well, not full health, but he lives. They don't get any XP. And now we're trying to set up for the Dreadnought, which is coming up in about 30 seconds. So we're winning both of our lanes, so this is I'm having a great time right now, man. We're chilling, we're vibing. And like I mentioned, we got 30 seconds left. We're trying to find out where both of them are. As you see, this Pikachu tries to be really brave. Unfortunately, Pikachu, you will die if you try to engage us. Or I will die. My buddy Visante is trying to get this together. And unfortunately, I go down. But that's okay. Because the thing about it is Dreadnought comes up in 18 seconds. My buddy, because he's so fed, and Greninja comes up to help him, they actually take out the Pikachu, and Snorlax goes down. So that's 2 down, and we're ready to set up for Dreadnought. My buddy should be coming down in a sec. I'm here to assist my Eldegoss and bot lane. They're winning, though, so because they've been winning lane, this should be pretty easy double kill. As you see here, we managed to position ourselves correctly to where we are just vibing. I'm taking a ton of damage here, but you know Eldegoss is a god, or the Elder God, so trying to maximize as much damage as we can while trying to stay as safe as possible. I kind of don't like going below half my HP, but like depending on how gutsy I feel or like what level I'm at, you should be able to do pretty well. As you see here, this Eld, we're trying to steal the Eld, and I managed to like shock him. As you saw there, I stunned, I forgot who was taking it, but because I stunned them with my Thunderbolt, our Greninja was actually able to take Dreadnought. That was scary because I was like, alright, I have 2 choices here. One, I can hit the Dreadnought and possibly steal it, or I can stun the only person that's surrounded by like 4 of our teammates. So that was the right play. I made the right decision at the right time, which is what you have to do in order to have great macro play in Pokemon Unite. So, as you see here, this poor Pikachu is about to get eviscerated. And it does, sadly. I don't know why you would extend that hard when you're behind, but at the same time, your teammates are trying to take Rotom when you're behind 2 levels. If you're behind Dreadnought, you should probably play a little safer, and as you see here, because my teammates are so freaking strong, I can kind of just sit back, relax, and just throw the volleyball, or to put more accurately, the Electro Ball of Doom. And the Electro Ball of Doom is shockingly enough to, well, you know, I tried to make a pun there, but, you know, I thought it was really bad, so I bailed on it. Anyways, as you see here, I'm just kind of rolling around. We took the Rotom. Everything's going great, but all of our goals are still up. So this is looking like a W as long as we don't throw the game. As you see here, I'm trying to bait them really hard, and it's somewhat working. The only problem is Snorlax still has its ult, so I ult myself to counter his ult, and then we should be able to take out Charizard. As here, Charizard tries to run away, but I won't let him run. Until now, because I'm like, because, you know, Dreadnought is about to come up in like 21 seconds. I am desperately trying to convince my Greninja to come down here, and I'm communicating to my buddy, yo, let's go. Let's take this giant turtle after he kills Pikachu. So, we're setting up. Me and Eld are just kind of chilling. Yes, we have a ton of points, but it's still point scoring. And this poor... that was a real... Well, that poor Gardevoir was just getting destroyed. Well, it almost died, but you know, it ulted us, so that's why it lived. I'm going to back away a little bit here. This is a little risky because if they target me, I'm going to die because I'm so low. But as long as I kite expertly, my teammates should be able to clean up. Like you saw there. It was like a broom, you know what I mean? You know, when the, you know, if you like basketball, I'm a Warriors fan, and the Warriors swept the Cavs at one point. So, you know, as much, I know we lost, I know the Warriors lost 3-1, okay? I know the 3-1 joke, but you know what? They never swept us. We swept them, so yeah. Yeah, bring the brooms. Anyways, enough about my fanboy and my basketball team. As we go back to we took both Dreadnoughts, so we're at halftime. We took both Dreadnoughts. We're ahead, and we know our team, the enemy team, even though they have a very strong comp with that Gardevoir, we are so far ahead that we're able to just punish our opponents. As you see here, I am kiting as far as possible. I'm trying not to get caught in A9's ult if they do ult, but because we're so overpowered, as you saw there, we just wiped their entire team. Now we're going to try to score here. We took out both of their mons. They should be spawning up, but we should be able to dunk, like slam dunk, before they come out. Perfect play. We got both Dreadnoughts. There's a minute left. Hopefully we could get the third. And then we're about to get both Rotoms. So this is pretty much game. This is where you know all you have to do is play defense. Just play defense, you know what I mean? Offense is fine. You need to kill the other team in order to win the freaking game. Of course you need to do that. But defense is important. And with all of our goals up, and us just literally backhanding our opponent at every turn where they try to get an advantage, we are vibing right now. We are having a wonderful freaking time, so all we have to do is play defense. I pop up the screen a little bit. I'll periodically check at like where my opponent's levels are. As you see here, we have these two poor souls trying to chase, so I'm just going to kite, and I choose to ult. Might as well take out the A9 as fast as possible. We want to put as much pressure as possible on them, just because at this point, we don't have to take Zapdos. We have all of our goals up, we took out all the Dreadnoughts, and now we're actually trying to take another one. So we should be, with all of our, since we're so high leveled, we should be able to take out Dreadnought in about 8 seconds with our entire team. This is a very, very advanced play, so as long as you are whipping their butts, you should be able to take Dreadnought right before Zapdos pops in 8 seconds. Or even less, as you saw there. So we took it about, like, I think about 7 seconds. Pikachu's trying to score. I don't know why. You just overextended, and you died. Sorry, buddy, I'm the better Pikachu. And I got a pretty OP team. So, as you see here, we're just vibing. We're about to win this match. There's really nothing our opponents can do. And all we have to do is really push. This is a great ult by that guard. As you see here, I elect to back away and just play defense instead of pushing because I'm already at low HP. It's not beneficial if I die at this point because even though our team is really fed and we're like 2 levels ahead of everybody else, the safer play is just not to die. So just play it safe. And then as you see here, we're still smacking our opponents to death. I'm just doing some chip damage. As you see here, I'm going down so that I could avoid the Snorlax because the Snorlax can stun me and I don't want that to happen. my opponents, or actually my teammates, take out that A9 on their team. As you see, we're smacking poor Snorlax to death. I know it's some of your favorite Pokemon, but you know what? All we have to do is just take it out. I don't know why Greninja is attacking the Zapdos, but this is perfectly fine. As you see here, I'm just baiting this A9 to take it out, and it takes me out. But that's perfectly fine, because we took out the Snorlax. If we want to, we can take Zapdos at this point. Still not a recommended, but they're 3. We still got 4 up. They got 3 down. Make that, well, 3 up, now 3 down. But as you see here, we're just going to take Zapdos, and then that's GG's. They won't have, unless Charizard tries to steal it like he does here. Almost successfully steals it. Actually, he successfully steals it. And now we're pretty, like, don't get me wrong, we were sweating. Me and my boy were like, bro, they just took it. Bro, I'm like, you know, we scored enough that we should be able to just, like, take them out. Like, we should just be fine. We didn't need to do this play. This was super risky, but because we scored so many points on our opponent before this happened, we should still win even though they took Zapdos, which is freaking phenomenal considering the fact, as you see here, 612, we should be fine. Yep, 483. We take the W, and I'm super happy because you know what? This means I'm a master, baby, and that was really sweaty. Where we jacked up there is that we didn't really need to take Zapdos. We could have just played defense the entire time, but we were so far ahead, we broke all their goals that I guess the rest of my teammates, besides me and my buddy, were like, you know, I'll just take this. And I am finally a Pokemon Unite master, man. Making it as a Pikachu main is terrible, because Pikachu is the worst ADC in the game. Another video on that on another time, because Pikachu literally is the worst ADC in the game. Attack, damage, and carry is something Pikachu does, but compared to Cinderace and Greninja, or even A9 and Gardevoir, Pikachu is disgusting. Because its AoE range is so small, and it's just, unfortunately, Pikachu isn't the greatest. Like I said, the other two are far more powerful, or just any other ADC. And that's GG's. I hope you guys enjoyed that match shoutcast. Getting to Masters as a Pikachu main freaking sucks. I should know. Took me hundreds of battles of training to really master Pikachu, and even to this day, I still don't have it mastered. More Pokemon are going to be released, and there will be more strategies and other things that are going to be released in the future for the game. More updates where you'll have to adapt to. So it's always a learning process. But Pikachu, for sure, like I said, is definitely the worst ADC in the game. For you, those of you who don't know what ADC means, it's the attack, damage, control, which is basically your carry. You're expected to deal, other than your jungler, you're either the primary or the secondary source of damage, for the most part. Other than that, because of that, Pikachu is a really rough to play. For those of you trying to make it to Masters with Pikachu, it's not impossible, especially in solo queue. I did most of my journey through solo queue. I played a few matches with my friends, and the funny thing is that just because we were so used to, like, we were just such really good friends, we managed to work together really well, because 10-minute matches aren't that long. If you're looking to get advice on Pikachu, I will be putting a video out of how to play Pikachu like a pro, and why Pikachu is absolute garbage, because Pikachu is the worst. Like, if you want to make it the easy way, you definitely want to play Cinderace, Greninja, Gardevoir, another AD range character, because Pikachu is just so hard to play. It's why so many people rated Pikachu high on their tier list and then dropped it to C when they realized, wow, Pikachu really freaking sucks. More on that later. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you. If you do me a huge favor, please like and subscribe to the video. You can easily subscribe by, you see that little box on the bottom right? Put your mouse over it, you can easily subscribe from there. Again, liking and subscribing is totally free, and it really helps out the channel. For those of you who already subscribed, I really do appreciate you. Good luck on your Masters climb. I really hope you guys are climbing, getting those W's. It can be super frustrating because, again, like solo queue is just an absolute nightmare. Or even if you're playing with your friends, it just takes 1 or 2 people that have no idea what they're doing or to throw on a play for you to lose a match. Good luck on your climb to Masters, and I'll see you guys on the next video.